guys, and welcome back to Reads Readers with your host, Clinton Reed. First off, I apologize if you hear a lawnmower outside. I've been trying to film this for the past, God knows how long. And we'll stop. So, but as you can see, I have a new TBR game to share with you guys. I wanted to introduce you guys. I was sitting around trying to think of a game, and I thought of the Pride Flags. I'm very well known for queer literature and stuff like that on this channel, so I was like, why not have fun with this? So, this is the only spot that I have big enough in my library to fit the board, so I apologize for the angle of the camera. But, let's just get into it. I'm going to explain the rules. I'm going to explain what each of the prompts are on each of these colors, and go from there. And I do have 4 other pride flags as well that we will get into as they pop up on the board, which I need to pull this one out first, because that one's the first one. So, the name of the game, as you can see on our TBR, is Read the Rainbow, because Reads Readers, Reading Rainbow. Thought it was kind of cool. And you've got the 7 main colors of the pride flag. What we see it as today. You're going to have red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. And each one's going to represent a different genre. But red is our mystery, thrillers, horror kind of genre. Orange is going to be more contemporary based. Yellow's going to shine a light on our DC shelves and our lovely Disney books, because that's what me and Sterling really love, is Disney and DC. Green is queer books. Blue is going to be fantasy. Indigo is going to be middle grade. And purple is going to be more of an open kind of thing. You'll see when we get there. Now, some of these prompts are the same in each color. Some are different. Yada, yada. I chose each genre based off what that color stands for the pride flag. You've got red is life, orange is healing, yellow sunlight, nature, magic art, serenity, and spirit. Now, let's just go over we'll go over the mystery, thriller, horror section. We have a new to me author, an author I've read before, James Patterson, something that's been gifted to me, Stephen King. I have an open square, which you'll notice all of them will have an open, because if I don't have a spot to be a mood read. What fell? I don't know what fell, but something just fell. Sorry. If I don't have a spot that's more open, I'm not going to enjoy this game as much, you know? And then the last square of each one is going to be what that color represents on the pride flag. Like, red is life, which it shows mystery thrillers because they're usually running for their life. For that, the thriller has to have something that represents life on the cover, such as blood splatters, a person, a plant, something that represents life itself, in my interpretation. Make sense? Then you have orange, which has new to me author I've read before, a YA contemporary novel. The pan flag, which, if it lands on that, brings us to this flag, where I will roll another dice and we'll either get a contemporary romance, a queer romance, or a paranormal romance. Because pans are all about love and light. So I thought, why not? Then you have an adult romance opening, and then healing. Healing is going to represent they have to deal with them healing something within themselves. such as coming to terms with a disability, someone dying of a sickness, something that has to deal with healing, if that makes sense. And then you have yellow, which is our DC and Disney, which you have middle grade and YA, Disney, so any Disney book that we own, Batman's World, which I've got quite a bit, as you can see right here, the little bit you can see, of a lot of graphic novels that are something to do with a Batman-esque character or novels, not just graphic novels. Then you've got DC, which is anything other than a Batman world character. Open, and then Sunlight, which is just shining a light on one of my favorite Disney characters or one of my favorite DC characters. Like, it'll make sense. And then you've got green, which is nature, because it's in my nature to be queer. You have a new to me author, an author I've read before, and a Kaelin romance, which is a Mel, but I'm calling it a Kaelin because some of my Mels are a bisexual main character and a gay character, a trans character and a gay character. Just two men falling in love of any type of sexuality. Then you've got a trans sapphic, which is the same as a Kaelin, just female. Open, and then nature. So the cover has to have some sort of nature on the cover. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Then we have fantasy, which we have a new to me author, an author I've read before, a paranormal fantasy, a fantasy that was gifted to me. I have to continue in a series, because I have a habit of starting series and never continuing. Excuse me. Open, and then magic/art, which means I just got to read a fantasy novel with a gorgeous cover. And then you've got middle grade, which you've got a new to me author, an author I've read before, a mystery middle grade, which could be my Hardy Boys and stuff like that, because I've got a lot of mysteries down there. A Rick Riordan. Yes, I understand not all Rick Riordan or Rick Riordan Presents books are considered middle grade, but I have them all together on the middle grade shelf, so I wanted a category that represents his books or the books in his imprint. You have a book talk / booktube recommends. I have a lot of middle grade between Gavin and Jade and a lot of other people that recommend me middle grades that I'm just interested in. Then we have an open square. And then we have Serenity, which is one, we're still a little, that one may change up. But I picture it as one that deals with a friend group. If that makes sense, is how I kind of view it for right now. That one's open to interpretation. If you guys have any other ideas for any of the squares here, if you think I'm wording it wrong or you think something else would be worded better, comment them down below and let me know. And then we have my favorite on here, which is the violet square, which starts off, which is where the other three flags come into play. Starting off, we have the ace flag, which is where, because of my friend Melody, not completely Mel, my friend Melody in real life, she always pushes me to try new things outside of my comfort zone, and she's asexual. So for that, I chose the 4 genres on our shelves that I don't really gravitate towards that much, but we do have some that interest me. We have classics, non-fictions, which also include my pagan books, historical, and sci-fi. Plain as day. Then you've got Kaelani Picks, where Kaelani picks out a book for me. Then we have the bi flag. Because of Completely Mel, being bisexual, she plays 3 games each month to pick out her books. So I will play one of hers, which is Have I Read It? Cards Against Your TBR, and then The Will of TBR, which I've already gone back. Starting September's will make a lot more sense, because as the TBRs post in August, as her prompts, I'll write down the first one for each and go from there. And then we have Fiance Pick. So Sterling will pick out a book for me. Then we have the Trans Flag, because I got a lot of friends that are transgender that we like to always have a lot of fun, hang out, play lots of games and stuff like that. I decided the Trans Flag, I would play 5 other popular BookTube games, such as G from Book Roast's TBR, Vatar. I've heard her game. Kaelin from Kaelin Simply Me's TBR Bingo. Gavin's Play Your TBR Right. Jade's TBR Pursuit, or Becca's Bookopoly, which I've already written down the first prompt for each of them. The only one that I can't do is Gavin's, because we'll play that here if it lands on that. Then you have Melanie's Pick. Mel will pick out a book, which I've already got hers, Kaylani's, and Sterling's first 2 picks for me, just in case. And then Spirit is an open. I get to read whatever I damn well please in any genre, anything. If I can't pick one, I'll roll a dice. And between the 6 up here, we'll choose my genre, and I'll just read whatever the fuck I feel like. Now, I do have a few rules. Now, I have 3 dice here. I will eventually be getting a rainbowed dice to play, but we're going to use what I got. I have a 6-sided dice, which I will be using mainly for the Trans Flag. If I land on a 6, I'll just re-roll because I don't have a 5-sided dice. I have a 4-sided dice because they don't come in a 3-sided. So for the flags that have the 3 on it and the flag that has the 4 on it, I'll use this. If I roll a 4 on the 3, I'll just re-roll. And then I have an 8-sided dice. As we get to each color, we'll start off with red, I will roll, and I will go to that number, and that'll choose my prompt. But if I roll an 8 on any of these, I have to roll twice for that color and end up with 2 books. Easy peasy. I am super excited to play this. I know the angle and stuff is really weird, and while I'm getting used to it and I'm getting a new desk soon, maybe the angle will get a little bit better as we play along. But I want to go over the books, and I'm going to try to squeeze into this, because I got a couple buddy reads that's going on. My first 2 buddy reads are a definite will be made. The other 3, if I fit them in, cool, I'll buddy read it along with Mel. If not, so be it. I am buddy reading the Renegade series with Katrina, She Who Dreams, on Instagram. So I'm going to try my best to somehow fit Arch and Enemies into this. And then my book club from Blood and Books that I run with Nikki and Tracy on Instagram are currently buddy reading the Bromance Book Club series. So I will try to fit Isn't It Bromantic. If these don't get fit in, I'll just have 2 extra books to whatever. These have to be read. So, but I will also state, I am starting a new job August 2nd. So, we shall see. And today is July 21st, so filming this a little bit early so that I can play around with it, see if it works. If it doesn't work, we refilm, try new things. Does that make sense? Now, the 3 that I'm buddy reading, that Mel's buddy reading group is doing, that if I can fit them in cool, is A Court of Silver Flames by Sarah J. Maas. And then the first 2 in the Heroes of Olympus series That is Lost Hero and Son of Neptune. If I can fit these three in, awesome. If I can't, oh well. Out of those three, if I can't fit in this one, oh well. But I am at least going to, if I can't fit it in, I'm going to at least try to read Lost Hero. Because where Mel's group is buddy reading the Rick Riordan books in order. Now, before I do my first roll, I'm going to go around the camera and just make sure everything's still filming. Just so we know. I just want to make sure before we get into this. Cool! All right, let us roll our first roll for Read the Rainbow. I am super excited. And I know this is going up on August 1st. I hope you guys love this game. I hope it helps me read more books off of my shelf. As you can tell, there's no prompts that say to buy a book. Now, if other people's games make it where I can buy a book, cool. But as of right now, there is no other games. Like, no other on this prompt otherwise to make me buy a new book. This is to help me read what we own. This is for fun. I'm going to have a blast. I love how this looks. Eventually this board may upgrade, yada yada, but for right now, I am in love with how it looks. I am so happy with it. And let us get into our first roll for Red, the first Red book. And we have 3, which is a James Patterson. Yes! I've been meaning to read a James Patterson. Those are in the closet, so give me 1 second. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. I was not prepared for this. Let us go with... I am gonna go with one that I found one day that I thought was super interesting, and that is Cajun Justice, which is by James Patterson and Tucker Oxum, which is, let me just tell you what it says. The Louisiana Bayou is a unique place to grow up, and it gave Kane Lamar all the grit and fire he needs to excel at his job as a Secret Service agent protecting the president. He's living his dream until a single night explodes into a scandal that costs him his post. Now, he's the head of security for a very successful, important CEO. On the surface, it's a step down for Kane, but what seems to be a simple job leads him into a tangled web of corruption, greed, and extortion. Without any backup, Kane is on his own as he races to find justice the only way a born and raised Cajun can. And I think this is going to be super cool. It's a little bit on the long side. It's only 411 pages, but James Patterson I usually fly through. So I'm super excited for James Patterson. We'll put that right there for right now. Okay, let us do our second roll, this time for contemporary. Please make it where I can add, isn't it romantic? We have 5, which is an adult contemporary. Yay! Yes! I'm gonna add Isn't It Romantic by Lisa K. Adams. Oh, I love You Read the Rainbow, which is the Russian story. I know the tagline, with his passion for romance novels, it was only a matter of time before Vlad wrote one. Oh! Oh, I'm so excited! Now on to DC Disney. This is going so well. I think I just jinxed myself. Fucking A. I just jinxed myself, didn't I? And we have 6, which is an open. The fuck? I get to read whatever I want to read. Ooh, ooh, whoa, 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 whoa. I don't know what I want to read. I don't know what I want to read. Want a graphic novel? It's open for me to read whatever I want to. So, I think I'm gonna read a Batman novel because I'm in the mood. It's been a minute since I've read a superhero novel. And I'm going you know, no, I'm going to read. Oh, this is a hard decision. Ugh. And I don't edit, so this is going to be a very long video. I didn't think about a DC graphic novel I was interested in. Let us start here. I'm going to read Batman Detective Comics Rebirth in Deluxe Edition, Book 1. Which, if this ends up not being the one that I'm supposed to read first of the Batmans, I will let you guys know. But as of right now, I think this is the first. I didn't prepare and ask Sterling where I'm supposed to start. No, I'm going to wait on that one. That way I can talk to Sterling later about the Batmans. And I will do what I was originally wanting to do. And I'm going to read Harleen. Yes, this is the one I'm going to read. The road to hell is paved with good intentions. On that road, I saw a pale man, and he smiled at me. Behind that painted smile, a young psychiatrist with a potential cure for the madness that haunts Gotham City, Dr. Harley Quinn must prove her revolutionary theory to the skeptical establishment by delving into the disturbed minds of Arkham Asylum's deadliest inmates. This is the birth of the legendary anti-hero Harley Quinn, and I am super excited. This is by Sajif. And it's just it's a gorgeous edition of this. And yes, this is where I'm going to go. I'm going to start with Harley. That way I can ask Sterling on where to start with Batman. Let's put that there. We still filming? Sweet! On to Queer! So far, so good. I jinxed myself. I rolled an 8. So in Queer, we're going to have to roll twice. We have 2. An author I've read before. Ooh! I read Felix Ever After earlier this year, and I've been super interested in this. So I'm going to pick up King and the Dragonflies by Kaelin Calendar. So let's do the second roll for queer. 5, which is sapphic. Ooh, a sapphic romance. I know which one to grab. One Last Stop by Casey McQuestion. I don't know why I haven't gotten to this yet. Ooh. Ooh. No. No. I just remembered. We just recently got this one in. Screw One Last Stop. I'm gonna read The Poison Heart by Kaelin Barron. As far as I know, it is sapphic. Her last one was sapphic, so I'm gonna assume this one is too. Strange magic blooms behind a poison gate. I know nothing about this, just that it's Kaelin Barron. We're gonna read. So, The Poison Heart and King and the Dragonflies are what I'm gonna read for queer. Didn't realize that both were gonna have nature on the cover. Huh. Okay, now on to fantasy. My roll is 4. A fantasy that was gifted to me. Ooh. 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 Arch enemies doesn't work. God damn it. Do book boxes count as gifted? What do I want to read that was gifted? Oh! I will do this because I want a giveaway of an arc of a book that comes out in October. So I wanted to read this either in August or September. So I will be reading Briar Heart by Mercedes Lackey. I won a giveaway. Was it from the novel? Yes. All I know is this is a feminist retelling or a reinterpretation of Sleeping Beauty told by her older sister. So, another one with nature on the cover. And if I find out it's queer, I'll move it to the queer shelf. I know absolutely nothing past that, and that's all I wanted to know. So sweet. Not that we have quite a bit of green books on this TBR. Now, for the middle grade. A new to me author. I rolled a 1. Aw, Rick, you don't count. Ooh, I think I know what I want to read. Where is it? Ooh, which one of those two do I want to do? I am going to pick up Amari and the Night Brothers by B.B. Alston. This will be a new to me author. All I know is Black Harry Potter or Black Nevermore is all I've been told. Oh, when she finds a ticking briefcase in her closest... Oh, this is the one that's about her brother's gone missing. And she joins the Bureau of the Supernatural Affairs to figure out what happened to him. Oh, I am super excited for this. Unfortunately, none of the buddy reads that I need to get on this list. Except for one. Okay, and now we're to open. To Violet. Let's roll the dice. I got 7. Spirit, an open read for me. Because I have to read it. I'm just going to throw on Arch Enemies because it's open for me to read whatever I want. So, because I got Spirit, which is just an open mood read, I will add Arch Enemies by Marissa Meyer. Oh my God. We just completed our first Read the Rainbow. For red, I have to read a James Patterson. So I'll be reading Cajun Justice, which is also salt. It's red. For orange, I have to read an adult contemporary novel. So Isn't It Bromantic? Fits. For DC and Disney, I have to read which was just open. So I'm reading Harleen for that. I'm going to put that back here. For queer, I rolled an 8, so I have to read 2 books. First one was a author I've read before, which is King and the Dragonflies. I've read Case and Calendar before. And I have to read a sapphic, which is going to read The Poison Heart. For fantasy was a fantasy that was gifted to me. And I will be reading The Briar Heart by Mercedes Lackey. And, let me do this. The DC Comics. Okay, the DC Comics. I'm going to make it really hard from now on to do this. For middle grade, it's a new to me author. So I will be reading Amari and the Night Brothers by B.B. Alston, because it's his debut. Is it he or she? It's his debut novel. And for Violet, I got Open. So I will be reading Arch Enemies by Marissa Meyer. So my 2 buddy reads landed on this. But if I finish all of these, I will at least try to reread The Lost Hero by Rick Riordan. Which it's at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And possibly I Make No Promises on A Court of Silver Flames. And possibly The Son of Neptune I may. We shall see. But these are I'm going to have those 2 off to the side as a maybe. These are the 9 books that I have to read in August. And you know what? I'm pretty happy with this. None of them are gigantic, so I'm pretty happy. We'll make it where at least these 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 books that I have to read. So, have y'all read any of these? Comment down below and let me know. Are there any you guys are excited about? Comment down and let me know, and I will put those towards the front. If you want individual reviews on anything, let me know. Comment down below and let me know your thoughts on this new game. I know filming's a little rocky until I get, used to this. Aww. I didn't get to play any flags. Oh well. I still got a little punished and queer, but we'll do that because I still can't believe I didn't think of the Poison Heart and I grabbed One Last Stop first. But I'm more excited for Poison Heart. Sterling gifted it to me for my birthday. So I'd rather prioritize that. But yeah. That's all I've got for you guys today. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up. Shortly after this one will go up, I will be doing a wrap-up of what I read for summertime reads, which I still don't know. I think I still got 3.5 books left to read of that TBR, and then we'll be golden. This was super fun. It didn't fuck me over. Ugh. It was so nice to me this time. Ugh, I shouldn't be saying anything because I think I just jinxed myself. Please stay nice to me, Read the Rainbow. But yeah, that's all I've got for you guys. Always, not used to filming, apparently. I'm just gonna leave you guys with this. Always remember to be fabulously yourself. And until next time, oh boy!